everyone, thank you for joining our webcast today. Today we'll be talking about disabling Java Auto Update. As always, throughout the webcast, if you have a question at any time, you can put it in the chat window or you can email it to webcast@adminarsenal.com. Turn it over to Shane and Lex.
Hey everybody, I'm Shane.
And I'm Lex from Admin Arsenal.
All right, we've got a Java Auto Update, or specifically how to find machines that have Java
Auto update turned on, yeah.
And then, of course, let's go ahead and wipe those out of existence. Not the
Are you
machines.
going to wipe the machines out or just the auto update?
Dealer's choice, I guess.
Okay.
So, first things to know. Actually, do we have any questions before I just jump right into it? I guess.
No, always good to field a few. There we go.
There's one, okay.
Is there a way to also check the options in Java Control Panel Advanced Suppress Sponsor Offers when installing or updating Java in S Silent Switch? Wow, that's tough.
Probably
for me
a
to
silent
talk.
switch.
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer. So the question is there a way to look for to see if there's a suppressed sponsor offers? I'm not sure if there's a way in the registry where we're going to look. There was an old setting in Java 7 that you could have a registry setting to disable sponsors, but I don't think that works in Java 8 any longer. What he's talking about, I believe, is right here. I've got Java installed. If I can get my mouse to work, I'm going to go to the control panel here. In the advanced, all the way at the bottom, you've got suppressed sponsor offers. Now, if you're using PDQ deploy to deploy Java and you're using one of our packages, we do modify the MSI file in the latest build, update 40, to actually suppress that. Just so you know, Jason, that question was from Jason A, I believe. Even if that is not checked, the real issue with the sponsor offers comes only in the Java Online installation. If you're using the offline installation, pushing that from PDQ deploy or SCCM, it's generally not an issue because Java only bundles the foistware, that crapware, in their online installer. And that's usually where, this is where this problem comes in about Java Auto Update, because people will say, oh, yeah, I'm a user, I see that there's an auto update, and I say okay to it. That's where they might get the question. But if you do deploy it from us, then you should rest
By
in peace.
default, we clean that up.
And of course, what we're going to do today is removing just even the auto update. So also, along with that, we disable auto updates in the packages from PDQ deploy.
Yeah.
If you use the Java packages from the package library, what we're going to go through are covering those machines that may have been updated with Java another way, either manually or they were installed initially another way and they still have the auto update. We're going to find those machines and wipe them out. But you can rest assured that when you deploy from the package library.
Yep.
So where do we go to find the auto update? What do you think?
Well,
I can see it here in the control panel, Lex.
you can. So generally, we'd have to probably search the registry, which is one of those Windows, wonderful Windows things.
The Linux guy is throwing some windows down.
Of course,
Yes,
yes.
if you go into the control panel, you'll see the update. Where is that in the registry? If it is in the registry, which we happen to know it is in this case. I got the registry opened here. Now, it's going to depend. It's going to be in your HKey local machine, whether you have a 64 or 32-bit operating system and which architecture of Java. So we're talking the most common is the 32-bit Java on a 64-bit machine these days. So we're going to be in HKey local machine, software, and then since this is a 64-bit machine, WoW 6432 node, there's a key called JavaSoft. And under there, you'll see, if you see a Java update, and then even a subkey policy. Now, what enables it is this value right here, enable Java auto update. If that value exists and is anything higher than 0, it's enabled. So what we want to do is find machines that have this registry value and have the value higher than 0. Now, we could, if we come over here, go to update. You can see the update tab is there. Check for updates automatically. I should be able to set this to 0.
And that should change our Java.
So then when I click here, you don't even see the update key. But we're going to actually go one better than that. We want to just delete, because this is honestly what been doing forever.
Bane of Java update
Most
existence.
people
yes.
just say just do this, and that is just to actually delete the Java update key. So now that I've set that back to 1, do a quick check again, and there's the update. Okay, so what we're going to do before we can find out which machines have this, we're going to use PDQ inventory, and we're going to create what's known as a registry scanner.
Basically, what that's going to do, again, is it's going to go out, and when it scans a machine, it's going to look for our Java update in the registry and report back whether or not it's there.
Perfect. So I'm going to create. Now, generally, in these videos, we usually say, okay, we're going to create a new scan profile. But in this case, I'm actually going to just change it up a little bit, and I'm going to throw this in the applications scan profile.
And why are you doing that?
Just to help people understand that every time you create a custom scanner, you don't have to have a new scan profile. You can piggyback off of other profiles.
Makes sense.
So the applications, this one scans for computer details and applications, right? We're going to go ahead and hit Add.
Registry, yeah, makes sense.
The hive that we're looking for in this case is HKey local machine. And the path, if you recall, it's in software. And we're going to do 2 of these. It's going to be software JavaSoft, one word. And then it's Java update, I believe. We'll verify. Remember, you have a
Isn't that wow?
Well, we're going to do a second one.
Oh, okay.
So there's JavaSoft, one word. Java update, 2 words. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and include the subtree.
Okay,
All
so
right.
we'll grab everything underneath that.
Actually, no, we are going to go to policy. So policy.
Now, why are we doing this one this way when we saw the WoW 32?
Because this will cover 32-bit machines that have Java.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
the WoW 6432 node, that is for 64-bit machines that have the 32-bit Java.
Okay, so we're going to get them both with this scan.
Just going to duplicate. Going to right-click on this, hit duplicate, open it up. Going to come in and wedge that right between. It's going to be WoW 6432 node, I believe, backslash, and just make sure WoW 6432 node. All right. So now we're saying scan this key, and we're going to try 2. We're going to do 2 just so we can cover both 64 and 32-bit machines. Perfect. We'll say OK. Now, after you modify a scan profile, you have to scan those machines that you're interested in with that scan profile. So we're going to just go up to the collection. We're going to scan all the machines using which one?
Our application.
Applications.
So we're going to get updated applications and our 2 registry scans.
Free at no extra charge.
Free at extra. No, there's a charge for this.
There we go. So the computer that we're on now is called Guinness. So we've already verified looking locally at Guinness's registry and in the control panel. We know that Guinness does in fact have this. In fact, I don't even know is Guinness in here? I don't think it is.
And this is how you add another machine. Runtime.
There we go. It looks like iCal is on. I believe iCal has it. You can always come here to the, open the computer and go to the registry panel. And sure enough, any registry scanners that you have, if they pick up data, they'll throw them in here. So you can see we've got 8 items.
They're all subs of the policy.
There's the Enable Java Auto Update, or the Enable Java Update. So we can see that the computer iCal does in fact have Auto Update enabled. Whereas we can go to Alcone. Looks like Alcone does too. What about Butters? Nope, Butters doesn't have anything. Doesn't even have that key because it didn't pick up anything under policy. All right. So we don't want to go through every single computer. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. I've got a report. We created a new report folder. To do that, once again, right-click, new report folder. And we're doing this just kind of save time. I've got a report called Java Auto Enabled. Maybe rename that to Java Auto Update Enabled. You can see there's our 4 computers that have it. We have one 32-bit and then one that's a 64-bit running the 32-bit. And just as a general rule, auto update generally is not available in the 64-bit version of Java. I'm sure that will change soon, but Oracle's long maintained that
64 is for developers.
yeah, the 32-bit version is what they do the auto update with.
Yeah.
That's probably going to change any day now. But anyway, so these are the 4 computers that we see. Now, how do we wipe these out? Oh, by the way, you're probably wondering, hey, I want to know how to find that. I'm going to go to the define report button here, just so you can see the columns I'm showing, computer name, and then the table registry.
Yep, the filters here.
I'm just saying I want to see this information. The important one, the filters. Here we're saying, the registry Hive equals HKey local machine. Notice this one though, registry path.
Matches pattern, yeah. Because we've got the 32 and the 64-bit.
Correct.
Match here.
And you see that splat right there. So that will cover both. When you use the matches pattern, note I'm gonna do this drop down. There's a difference between the matches pattern and matches expression. Don't get that confused. Matches pattern is going to expect a splat somewhere for a wildcard. Matches expression is for regular expressions. Big difference. So yeah, we're saying look for in this key, enable Java auto update. Now this actually could be a little misleading
yeah.
because we're not. They could have a computer that has that value set to 0. So to nail that down, we're just going to add one more in our define report registry. Instead of the value name, we're going to go to the actual value. We're going to do the version and just say it's got to be higher than. Oops.
0.
Did I screw something up?
Wrong page, yeah. Don't save that. Start over.
Sorry, guys. Define report. Yep. There we go. Come down to registry. Sorry, everybody.
This is how you build one.
Value.
Add a
And we're going to go to version is higher than 0. Because 0, if it's in there, then it is, oops, pardon me, little delay. If 0's there, then we know it's disabled. So here we're saying, yeah, if they have these values in the registry, these keys and these values, as long as the value is higher than 0, it's considered something we want to wipe out.
So if we were just going to go delete anybody with that value, this wouldn't matter, right? With that.
If they had 0, if they have 0 as that,
updates off.
then
anyways.
updates off, yeah.
Okay.
So how do we do this? So there is a package in the package library. We'll call it disable. Look at the couple. There it is. Disable Java auto update. Now, once again, if you deploy if you deploy Java, we already do this. But we're going to import this. In fact, some of these steps in here are going to look familiar because we really just copied them from our regular Java packages. View package. If you open this up, you see there's 2 command steps. And what are we doing? We are deleting. See that regex delete? Or reg.exe delete. We're deleting these values. All right? Perfect. So, let's also do this really quick.
Let's flip that into a collection.
Yeah, very good. So we've got the report. You can't really deploy to a report, but you can new collection from report, and we'll call this Java auto update enabled. This is going to be a collection now. We'll close that. And looks like did it create 2 of them? I'm smoking crack. There's 2 of them. Whatever. There's
The one from earlier.
We found a bug just now.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, this just creates a collection now with just those same values. All right.
Same filters. So
Same filters. Pardon me. All right. Now, what are we going to do? You can do it from here in inventory, but from deploy, we're just going to say there's disable Java auto update. We're going to deploy it once.
when we choose our targets, we're going to go to PDQ inventory and select that collection.
Correct. Actually, and before we do that, I'm going to make sure that this is going to do a scan after using, we're going to scan after using applications. Good. So you can see it's using the default.
And we'll watch.
We want to scan with that profile after we do this. So choose targets from PDQ inventory. Take a drink of Monster.
Maybe the computer needs a monster. It's taking a little bit.
Yeah, it's taking a while.
There we go.
That was only slightly painful. Pick one, move all those computers over, say OK, and deploy.
And the nice thing is, while this is deploying, we can bounce over to inventory and actually watch those computers disappear from the
from that
collections after
collection.
they're scanned.
That's right. So Guinness is already finished. So if we can go back just to verify, can go over here to Programs, Java, and we should see that auto update or that update tab is gone.
Yep.
Done. Running, so iCal's finished, Alcone, they're all finished now, so they should be scanning because we had the scan after, but it's important to make sure you're doing the scan after scanning the profile that has those registries.
Registry scanners, yep.
So you can see they're just slowly trickling out of this collection.
Boom. I guess while that's going, I think Jason sent us another question.
Oh,
yeah.
throw it down. There we go, they're all done. Java is only supported, it seems, by IE and Firefox products, although it works in Chrome. Will there be any other support for Chrome? I'm assuming he's talking about support from Oracle.
Yeah, I imagine.
I think Oracle supports Chrome.
You know, the interesting thing I do know, being the Linux geek that I am, it's a preferred, in Linux, Oracle prefers that you use Firefox, but it does
Support it.
It does support
So
it.
in Linux it prefers it. I don't know about Windows though. Jason, sorry, I don't know. That would probably be something to Google.
Try your Google foo, my friend.
I do know that Java works splendidly with Oracle or with Chrome.
yeah.
Whether or not it's like Lex mentioned, Firefox is preferred on Linux for Java, but I don't know about Windows. Sorry.
The True OS Linux.
It works well. I mean, Chrome is my browser of choice. So and I
You would choose Chrome.
necessarily use Java. So. All right, so that's how it is. If you guys, if you have any questions, if you want to take a peek at those filters that we use for the reports / collections, let us know. And we will throw down, just send it to Annalisa, send a question to Annalisa, and we will respond with those filters if you'd like.
And then generally we do post these online so you can, fast forward through the boring parts of me and Shane and just check the filters out.
All right, well, if we don't have anything else, that is how you take care of Java Auto Update. Thank you guys. Check us out next Thursday for whatever webcast we're doing.
Yeah, if you have suggestions for webcasts, send those to Annalisa also.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later. I'm Shane.
I'm Lex.
Cheers.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. If you had a question you didn't get a chance to ask, as always, you can go to support.adminarsenal.com, and we'll see you guys next Thursday.